Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Napoleon Total, and we're back with another Scramble for the Far East multiplayer battle. And today we have a 2v2. This was sent in by Cuban, if I'm not correct. Thank you for the replay, and let's get started with the armies real quick. We have Prussia and Britain versus France and the Netherlands. And let's start with Prussia, because, well, why not? The Prussians have some guard dragoons in the forest. And behind them, I'm pretty sure they have artillery, 12-pounder field. 12-pounder field, why do you not get, my first question is, why do you not get howitzers? Because howitzers are way better than this 12-pounder field artillery. Behind them, we have lifeguards, which are the most absolutely terrifying thing that the Prussians can bring onto the battlefield. Because they have the best guns in the world. We have the general staff, right here. And in the front lines, we have Hessian infantry, mixed in with a good mix of infantry. All these lines. We have Jagers hiding in the forest, now they're back. And we have, Guards Cavalry. On this side we have more Jagers, just moving out of the tree lines. We have Württemberg Infantry. Yay. We have some more Württemberg Infantry. We have the best looking unit with the Brunswick Infantry. There's obviously a glitch in this stuff. And we have some more Guard Dragoons. On this side, we have the United Kingdom, who's bringing Scots Guard Fusiliers, and these guys have a big problem with their images. We have Black Watch, which obviously there's a problem with their models. All across this line, he has an entire line in Black Watch, Black Watch, Black Watch, all the way until you see here, which is all Black Watch. In the front lines, he has more Black Watch, and in even more front lines, he's just rushing up this hill with the Coldstream Guard, and I kid you not, with the 6-pounder field artillery. He also has some Prince of Wales Royal Lancers, and these guys look amazing. Yeah. He also has, 6-pounder field gun. Now let's go to France. Their models are completely fine, as we can see right here. We have some Guard Engineers, so great, interesting. Basically, the Guard Engineers are basically like, how do you say it, a skirmisher type unit. In the front, we have some Guard Grenadiers, which are obviously line infantry, and these guys are absolutely amazing. In the front lines, we have some more Guard Grenadiers. On this entire line, he has really spread out his voltigeurs, which is interesting, considering the fact that they are skirmishers. We have some more voltigeurs, and some more voltigeurs. He's not bringing a lot of line infantry, and we have Sunk Guards in the back. And so those are Grenadiers of the 2nd Legion, we also have some of them. So in their green. And we have some more Guard Grenadiers. And on this side we have a valet system gun of 6-pounder cannons. They look like howitzers, so they should be fine. On this side, we also have 2 units of the Sunk Guard. They're cavalry, and they're pretty elite. I'm not gonna deny that. But let's go to the Netherlands. The Netherlands have some pretty good, interesting units. He has infantry. He has a 12-pounder field gun. The Dutch don't really have any good guns. I'm gonna be honest. He has some Carabiniers, which is like one of the best units that you can bring. Some more Carabiniers. We have 12-pounder field guns. And in this tree line, we have some Limburg infantry, so that's interesting. We have some Limburg infantry, and we have its 12-pounder field gun. At this point, the Dutch should stop bringing artillery. And we have some Luxembourg infantry all across this front tree line. And circling around this tree line. And in this situation, we have Luxembourg Jagers, which with their wonderful blue-looking caps is amazing. But the battle's going to start with Luxembourg Jagers trying to open fire at some Guard Cavalry. We're actually going to have the Carabiniers chasing down the Prussian Guard Cavalry, and this is a pretty good trade-off, I'm not going to lie. But however, we do have some Jagers opening fire into the forest, so that's interesting. But in terms of the battle, the British had just decided to pull on this hill. If I were the French, I would honestly be charging this hill. Because the British are slowly but surely moving in, and I'm pretty sure he's going for the artillery. I'm surprised that his artillery isn't opening firing yet. Oh no, he's limber. Oh, please don't limber up. No, this is a bad idea. I swear to God, this is a bad idea. No, please don't limber up. All they need to do is fire, and you're doomed. Please don't limber up. Please. Oh, I'm just here to see the disaster. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, these guys are so lucky. Like, this cannonball hit them. Hit them twice and they're still not dead. Oh my. Yeah, that's pretty good. Some luck right there. But all across the front lines, some skirmishes, but nothing big is going on. He's moving it forward because obviously I doubt he doesn't have any line of sight. But 12-pounder gun. This is a field gun. So either these guys are some of the luckiest. Yeah, these guys should have been dead at this point. But the French are gonna fire at the Coldstream Guards. And the British are not responding, which is interesting. Not a lot of them are falling, but now they're hidden again. Now they're gonna open fire with a volley. French on the bottom of this hill are returning fire with their guard engineers. I have no idea why are they not in loose formation. It looks like the French are also sending up their guard grenadiers to attack the hill, which is not a bad idea, except for they have the trees, and you're gonna this attack. Although the enemy doesn't have a lot of units, they have the high ground, and they have the trees on the high ground. So at this point, you might as well just charge in. Voltigeurs, yeah. On this side, this one Prussian unit of Jagers is trying to hold back this entire enemy army. And this Jagers, after losing 3 guys, have decided to pull back. These guys have lost 6. And that's probably because Prussia has not only the tree line, but they also have the better weapons. The Dutch have smoothbore rifles, and the Prussians have literally rifle muskets. So, yeah, you guys can obviously figure out who's gonna win. These guard engineers are... Guard grenadiers, my bad, are doing fire by rank, which is not a bad idea, except for the fact that you might as well just charge in. Like, seriously. We do have the French Carabineers getting charged by the British Prince of Wales Dragoons. Prince of Wales Lancers, my bad. But at this point, you might as well just charge onto this hill. You stand a better chance. But some of your units are actually getting destroyed. This is the exact reason why you put those units who can into skirmish formation or loose formation. But on this side, one Prussian Dragoons is starting to move up. If they can get a good volley off and then form square. They did a pretty good job. Now you have to form square, which they can't anymore because these guys have just charged in. We have a 12-pounder. Okay, the other unit on this side has just formed square. Infantry. But thankfully this unit is safe because this guard dragoon unit just got routed. But that's a poor play from the guard dragoons. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Now the Dutch have the high ground on this side. I have no idea why these guard dragoons are opening fire. You might as well just have them fall back. Like, use them as melee cavalry. Like, unless if you're going against cavalry, you shouldn't really be using your guns on your units. The British, the British have lost artillery piece on the hill, and now they're charging down their crew to only get slaughtered by the French. But the French have done a pretty good job so far attacking the hill. They've lost a few units and they've suffered quite a lot of casualties, but that's considering the fact that they only have 3 units on the hill. My question is, what the heck are the British doing? They should at least send up to half of their army onto the hill. They have the army advantage, and the French don't seem to be putting any reserves, except for Napoleon III, but that's a general. The Dutch are actually pushing hard on the Prussian flank. If I were the Dutch, I would actually... Oh god, that was a pretty terrifying volley. I would actually get into the forest, because you stand a better chance of fighting in the forest. The Prussians, Württemberg infantry are preparing, or look like they are about to charge it. But no, they're just about to form up and open fire. Brunswick infantry on this side. Okay, this is what I see a lot of new players too. They like use this fire by rank, but honestly, you guys, the units stand a better chance of just like firing regularly like this, because some troops in the back can actually fire on third and second rank. Like these guys can fire. Like that's yeah. Some of the Dutch are actually running routing Limburg infantry. They are moving the artillery up the hill, and some more Prussian cavalry charging, and this time it's against the Luxembourg Jagers, so the Luxembourg Jagers don't have a very good chance. They do get some kills on the Prussian cavalry, but it's definitely not enough. You're just gonna lose a unit. Yes, the Dutch have some Carabineers that can definitely help out. Oof, but they're getting attacked by artillery. Well, he's just sitting there. Now he's charging in. He's charging this unit into the artillery, which is, yeah, a good win for the Prussians. But this artillery, sorry, not artillery, this cavalry is doomed. But considering the fact that it took out, okay, this is gonna get friendly fire. This is gonna get friendly fire. This is 100% gonna get friendly fire. And there's a little bit of lag. But the Prussians, besides losing one cavalry unit due to some stuff, this cavalry unit, the rest of the cavalry seems to be performing just fine. Actually, no, never mind, I take it back. They're shooting, these cavalrymen are actually shooting their guns. They're missing, obviously. But it's kind of a waste. I would actually have these hussars chase the cavalry. So yeah. And the Dutch finally set up a cannon on this hill, and I'm pretty sure they're just gonna. These guys are pretty much in canister range, so I will definitely be using canister. And the Prussians know that, so they're gonna fall back. So pretty good play on their side. The British are still on this hill. Oh my god. The British Dragoons are now actually preparing to charge down, and it looks like they're charging down right now. But they're slowly walking, not charging yet. And they stopped. They're gonna open They're gonna open fire instead. But even with their help, the French line looks like they're suffering quite a bit. The British have taken quite minor losses considering the fact that they're going up against the entire French army. And now finally the British are slowly but surely moving in with their Blackwash, taking as much time as they can. And we have 6-pounders opening fire. The British are actually diverting a lot of forces to help against the Dutch, which, yeah, looks like they're suffering now. And as a matter of fact, oh wait, we have some sunk guards. I have no idea where they're going for. They're fatigued, which is bad. And if the enemy opens fire with a volley, the situation is going to be even worse. Now they're going to be charging into some Prussian line infantry, which don't really have response because these guys are just way better at melee. He popped the cadence, but that's not really going to help. A lot of men are going to die. A big issue that I see right off the bat with this cavalry charge is he's really not spreading out his cavalry. This infantry is definitely done for. As a matter of fact, this infantry has just routed, so the sunk guards are doing quite a good job. Now they're actually going to be charging into some Jagers. Yeah, these guys, for those who don't know, are essentially the Imperial Guard cavalry of the French Empire, the Sunk Guard. They're a 100-man unit, and their task is literally to protect the Emperor himself. The Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte. I almost said Napoleon Toll. But with that heavy cavalry charge, oh no, they're gonna get friendly fire. They're gonna get friendly fire. With that heavy cavalry charge, they actually managed to break through on this side. And if I were the French, I would just keep charging. I know they formed. Oh no, these are lifeguards, so never mind. Don't charge. But these lifeguards are absolutely terrifying. The reason is because they're using breech loaders instead of rifle muskets, so they have a very good chance. We have some hussars charging up the hill against this guard dragoons. Now, if I were the guard dragoons, I would actually charge down the hill. But on the other side, yeah, this Dutch flank is getting attacked pretty hard by the British. The British are actually attacking the center, and the French are actually losing against the British, but they're not. They are able to take some heavy casualties from the British. So essentially, it's a win-win situation for both sides. Actually, no. It looks like the French are. Yeah, no, never mind. It looks like the British are winning. At this point, I'll actually pull back. Pull back into this tree line. I will pull back into this tree line, as a matter of fact, and I will let the British have the hill. Yeah, I'll let the British. Look at how many casualties from these extremely good units are taking. Like, the Grenadiers are not a joke, and they're taking a lot of casualties. These Voltigeurs are doing fire by rank, which is even worse, because with these massive ranks, you might as well just fire using regular fire. These Coldstream Guards only lost 100 men. That's definitely worth it for these Coldstream Guards. But Prussia looks like is not doing so well. And yeah, this guard's cavalry on the hill has been annihilated. The Dutch are actually going to be opening fire a massive volley against these lifeguards. And it apparently hasn't killed. Oh, actually, no. Actually, that entire volley only killed one. Impressive. But it looks like this square is getting raked. This is infantry, by the way, so not lifeguards. Nothing amazing. You could actually use the sunk guards to charge against. They're firing at the cavalry, aren't they? Against these two units, isolated units. The Dutch are starting to waver on this side. It's infantry running away. Yeah. We have some Dutch Grenadiers that are actually moving into this forest. The Dutch Grenadiers, by the way, compared to other units, are not the greatest, but they will hold. If I were the Dutch, I would actually just charge them in. Charge them in. Yeah. And because that is going to do way more damage. The Dutch really don't have an answer for the British in terms of firing, so you might as well just charge them in, like the Russians. And oh my god, we have British cavalry behind enemy lines, we have dragoons! And yeah, they're just going to chop down the French army at this point. Doesn't look really good for the French. Not at all. The French are going to actually be charging a square. Usually I would say that's a bad idea, but considering the fact that squares usually tend to break and they're actually not going for the square anymore. Matter of fact, they're going for the Hessian cavalry, the Hessian infantry. My bad. So this unit of Sun Guards are actually doing a lot of damage, considering the fact. Yeah, they're doing quite a lot of damage. How many kills? 116, 122. That's pretty, and they broke the square. Great. These two Prussian units are somewhat doomed. The general, please don't send in the general. If the general dies, the Prussian army is going to collapse. I think he's going for the general. Yeah, he's going for the general. Great. The Dutch on this side has somewhat reformed, but these two units of lifeguards are a big threat. The Prussians actually set up cannons behind them, 12 pounders behind them, so it's going to be good. On this side, it's not going so well for the Dutch. These units are very depleted, 41 and 72, and they're expected to go up against essentially fresh British units. Is this Royal Scots Fusilier Guards? But it doesn't look good for the French, not at all. on this side. Yeah, at this point, you should really be falling back, considering the fallback. But still, oof, that's a pretty deadly volley. One last charge into this infantry. They're actually, yeah, the general is actually caught in melee against the Sunk Guards. It's just a matter of time at this point. But it looks like the British are winning on that side, and the French are losing on this side. But the French cavalry is actually doing wonders against the Prussians. The French cavalry is now in melee, and I pray for their success, but yeah, I pray for their success. This infantry unit has routed, and the general is pretty much dead. Where's the general actually? The general is wearing, yeah, this is the general. The Prussian general is right here. If he dies, it's pretty much game over for Prussia. But no, the general is actually routed. Okay, so that's even worse. Actually no, that's not that bad. But these lifeguards are actually going to be positioning themselves against the French cavalry. That's going to allow the entire Dutch army, which is right here, to chase this one lifeguards. And believe me, lifeguards are absolutely terrifying. These two Prussian units of Württemberg and Württemberg infantry are forming square, which is not a bad idea. What is going on?
Your ally has shown his true colors, sir. He must be a lion.
Oh, he's going for the artillery. He's going for the artillery. Yeah, the Dutch army is now going to move up now, which is not a bad idea. But let's look on the other side. Oh my god, the French are defeated, but they're not destroyed. And I think at this point the French are just buying time, which is a smart idea. Voltigeurs are moving back, and some of these are actually active, so they're not tired at all. Actually, no, never mind. Some of these are tired, but the British are not tired either. Some of them are fresh. Oh my god! But in this tree line, the Dutch Grenadiers are going against the Black Watch, and just from the numbers alone, it looks like the Black Watch are losing. Not to mention they're being fired in the back by some more Grenadiers, and it looks like the Dutch also took a color. But that's good for the Dutch. Right here we have the Sunk Guards, the cavalry charging up against some lifeguards, and the Sunk Guards are actually losing, but that's because the lifeguards are not a joke to be dealt with. They're still able to get, at the end, some 191 kills. This Sunk Guard unit is actually charging up the hill against some artillery. They managed to destroy the artillery, and if I were them, I would... Nah, I wouldn't. Not yet. Nope, these guys are not able to get a volley. What is this? What is this? Oh, Württemberg infantry decided to charge in against the Dutch. And they've just got absolutely destroyed. Now, there's only 2 units left for Prussia. But I still wouldn't be taking them. I still wouldn't. Oh, there's more. We have another Württemberg infantry. It's 2 against 1. Luxembourg infantry and Limburg infantry against 1 Württemberg infantry for Prussia. Even though there's only like 2 units left, I still wouldn't underestimate these two, because these guys have breech loading rifles. They fire extremely quickly. They're more likely to fire all their shots off and then not lose a lot of guys. That entire volley killed exactly 0 dudes. But their guys' volley, oh my god, are just destroying this unit from the rate that they're firing at. They need to be careful. The Dutch need to be careful. They finally only killed 1, but they've lost. Oh my god, they've lost. It's from yeah, that's a lot. It's 169, and oh, we have more lifeguards. This one only lost 2. But these guys, once again, are no joke. If I were the cavalry, I'll actually focus on taking this one unit out. This unit is already wavering, so not something you should be taken lightly of. This cavalry has decided to charge in. The life guards decided to charge in with them, and if I were them, I'll actually just charge in, because although you still don't stand a pretty good chance of taking them out at melee, you at least you don't get shot to death. Now the French have decided to hold this hill, which is not a bad idea, although I would be using the tree line. And the British seem to be like, yeah, we'll be interested in chasing you. We have some Hussars. Wow, we have some Hussars and Carabiners. What are they going for? I actually could go for the general. Oh my god. If the British general dies, it could be turning this around. But the Prussians seem to be like winning on this side. Württemberg infantry, with the help of life guards, are destroying this Luxembourg infantry. For some reason, the Prussian life guards are not returning fire, which is a shame. But it doesn't seem to be doing a lot of damage either. Finally, they decided to charge in. Life guards are finally taking some extremely heavy casualties, but the Luxembourg infantry are just going to take even more heavy casualties. We do have some Luxembourg Jagers opening fire on the Hessian life guards. We've actually the Dutch actually sent in more Luxembourg infantry. These guys' numbers are dropping fast, but it's even right now. But because it's even, the Luxembourg infantry are going to lose. Yeah, just like that, this entire Dutch attack has just been pretty much destroyed. And well, there's now two options the Dutch can do. One, help the French by swinging on this entire flank, and they actually have the British caught in the pincer. Or two, just finish this army off, which is, how do I say it, not impossible, but it's going to take a lot of casualties. Out of that entire engagement, they have only lost 4. Great. But yeah, it looks like the Dutch are doing just what I said, like attacking the British, which is not a bad idea. Not at all. They're actually deploying some of their units to hold back the Prussians now. They still have a Luxembourg infantry that returned, apparently. But most of their army is going to help the French against the British. The British are, if I were the French, I'll actually be pushing the British now, because your allies have them essentially cornered. We have some Blackwatch and Square. As a matter of fact, we have a lot of Blackwatch and Square. 3 units. This square is just cute. Like, it's a pretty small square.
Go! A whole unit is lost!
And as a matter of fact, the Prussians are slightly turning this around. They're attacking, but yeah, the Dutch are just gonna fall back to this hill. Although I do think this artillery is out of ammunition. The French are still retreating, which is not a bad idea. And the Dutch are pressing the British. On this side, we do have 2 voltigeurs coming out to prepare to do battle with the British. Artillery fire. Oh, they're firing on the sides. But artillery isn't really that scary. Yeah, we have the British forming square again. If I were the French, I would actually attack on this side, because there's 3 British units forming square, and these guys can be easily shot apart. How are they able to shoot? Oh, lifeguards. These Luxembourg infantry are not able to return fire against these lifeguards. And at this point, I think the lifeguards are just going to fire all their ammunition off and then go into melee. But it looks like, oh yeah, the French have turned around and they're starting to open fire. The Blackwatch are getting shot in the back and they're being attacked in the front by some Grenadiers. So this unit is pretty much lost. The French are actually attacking this side, but the French are actually able to open fire. Their voltigeurs are doing 92 damage.
Une bataille, c'est savoir se battre.
British are just slowly marching. Oof, they're actually taking quite a few casualties. And this British unit looks extremely vulnerable. Even cavalry at this point can just break this square. But the cavalry is just gonna slowly pull back, which is not a bad choice. Elsewhere, okay, let's look at this front. Yeah, the Prussians are just gonna fire these guys to death. Oh, the Dutch actually still have artillery. So that's interesting. Not that it really matters, because artillery is pretty much useless, but get them closer and use canister and these guys will be amazing. And also the Dutch general is here, so he's preparing to fight for this hill. The British are still attacking, and the closer they get, the musket balls or the rifled muskets are just gonna get even more terrifying. But the first volley the British fire is able to waver this French unit of voltigeurs. As a matter of fact, they're routed. Great. The next unit we have is also wavering, but the good thing for the French is that on this side the British are starting to waver and rout. One is already broken, the other is starting to waver, and this French unit is also wavering. But because this entire army is essentially done for, the French and the Dutch are actually able to attack this one British army. And do the British have any more reserves? Yes, they're moving up their Coldstream Guards, which have seen a lot of action. I would not be surprised if these guys are out of ammunition. But 300 kills for this one unit, and oh my god, essentially almost 400 kills. But Black Watch against Voltigeurs, yeah. The British are getting reinforced, but the French have some pretty good positions on this side. They also somewhat got a good position on this side. And the Dutch, they still have their cavalry, don't they? Oh yes, they do, but they're moving them away. I'm pretty sure they're going up against Prussia. Their cavalry is way more needed against Prussia. And I don't blame them. Both sides really don't have any more cavalry left. Voltigeurs opening fire against some Black Watch, and on this side we have Grenadiers opening up against some Coldstream Guards, which the Coldstream Guards are actually dropping quite fast. They're actually not returning fire, which is a mistake. Also, this unit of Black Watch has just returned, but the British player doesn't seem to realize that. But that said, some of the British units are actually able to waver some French units, but most of them have steadied. I would actually get the French general up closer, not within firing range, of course, but just enough to inspire the troops. The Dutch cavalry is this is a massacre. This is a massacre. You don't charge head-on against some lifeguards. You just don't. That volley is more than enough to take care of this unit, but they're going to go into melee. As of right now, they're killing more than they're losing. But never mind, they're routed. This Prussian Guard unit has done a lot. 406 kills, and on this unit, 131 kills. But Prussia needs help. I'm sorry, the Dutch need help. Oh my god, no, never mind. Yeah, the Dutch need help. They have some Limburg infantry and an artillery piece against 3 units of Prussian infantry. Lifeguards, and Württemberg infantry. But on this side, yeah, it's not looking good. As a matter of fact, these guys are just like sitting in front of each other's faces and open fire. The Coldstream Guards against some Dutch Grenadiers, so the elite units are duking it out right here. Be mindful of the flank because the Black Watch are just sitting here. They're going to open fire and kill you to death. But on this side, the French are actually going to be charging in. We'll see if these guys are actually able to open fire with volley, which it looks like they aren't. And ooh, the Voltigeurs numbers are dropping. The Black Watch are so far so good. It's pretty close, I have to say, it's pretty close. This unit of 12-pounder field gun and this Limburg infantry. Yeah. Where's the Dutch general, by the way? Oh, he's moved back. Okay. Yeah, he's moved back. The British and French are trading 1 Voltigeur for 1 Black Watch. I would say that the French won that. The Dutch are actually going to charge into some Black Watch. Their Grenadiers against the Black Watch. Because of the Black Watch numbers, I think the Grenadiers are going to win. And these Grenadiers are just firing into the Coldstream Guards, and it looks like they're winning, which is good for the. And United Kingdom is going to pop their field guns and put it right here, and I have a feeling they're going to just fire cannon. Oh my god. That poor guy got killed by his own gun. That is legit sad. Oof. We have the French General Napoleon the Third. He's charging into the artillery piece, and it looks like finally this British army is finally destroyed, except for what, a Black Watch unit and the general. So, but yeah, that still doesn't mean they've won. As a matter of fact, some of these Coldstream Guards are actually coming back. The Black Watch and Coldstream Guards. I would actually send Napoleon to chase them down, but that is all. Actually, no, you really shouldn't be chasing them down with your general. There's a pure chance that your general actually might die, and that's. Was that a volley? And that's not a good thing. But the victorious allies of the French and the Dutch are actually pretty much destroyed this British army, but the same can be said for this Prussian army. They look numbers-wise, they look pretty good, but in terms of elite units, Prussians have the big edge. They have lifeguards, and their only way of winning is to wait for these guys to use up all their ammunition. And yeah. So given their circumstance, that's a 12-pounder. Given the circumstance, I think both sides need the rest. I'm wondering if this. Oh wait, no. They're wavering. They're winded. This artillery crew. I think they're just charging into this lifeguards, which I'm honestly surprised that this dude isn't dead, but everyone behind him is dead. Like, okay, now he's dead. Now he's dead. Like, he died right here. Like, but okay, I can accept that. On the side, the Dutch and the British. The Dutch and the French are just pushing on to attack the British. I would actually just take the hill. I would actually just take this hill and use it against the Prussians. Honestly. But we're just gonna fast forward for now. Looks like the British are falling back to this hill, and it's not a bad idea for the British at all. The French and the Dutch are just slowly moving, slowly but surely. They're very tired. This Württemberg infantry is moving quite quickly, and that's gonna prompt the Dutch to slow down and face the Württembergs. But this is essentially a losing battle, and I think all of them should be focusing on Prussia. It's very close at this point. The balance of power is in favor of actually no, it's in favor of Prussia. It's in favor of. Oh, this is not good. The lifeguards open fire first, and the range should be the same. Oh no, the lifeguards have 275 range. Holy cow! Wow, these guys. Wow, these guys have been buffed. Oh my god. Reload skill 51. Reload skill 31, so this is not good. But it looks like the French, yeah, the entire blue team, the France and Dutch coalition, have decided to go for Prussia, which is not a bad choice. Grenadiers are just getting heavily shot away. 121 now, 119, but they're able to return fire finally, and they've absolutely only killed one person. That is legit sad. And now Württemberg units are moving in the forest. Like, it's the Prussians. Honestly, if I were the French, I would actually just charge up this hill. Like, the Lifeguards, they're very good in melee. Sorry, the Lifeguards are very good in, they're good in melee, but in melee, they still have a chance to die. Unlike... Oof, they disappeared. Wait, no, they come back. They've only lost one. Now they're gonna return fire, and the return fire is gonna be absolutely terrifying. The Dutch Grenadiers are actually able to hold, so that's good. Are these guys out of ammunition? Looks like the Prussians are also out of ammunition. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're gonna charge into each other. Wait, no. Wait, no, he's forming up. He's forming up. Oh, he's gonna wait, he's gonna... Wait, no, both sides are just... Wait, are they? No, he's gonna open fire. Oh. I thought these guys were out of ammunition. And finally, it looks like the Prussians are taking some heavy casualties, but it's too little too late. The Prussians are in melee. 102, now 100, oh my god, 190, 89, 85. Yeah, these guys are also pretty good in melee. These guys are Grenadiers, by the way, not the best unit in the Dutch arsenal, and they're just like chewing through them like nothing's happening. The British are just... Okay, the Dutch pop all the abilities that you have on the general. Like, at this point, it's just, if I were the general, I'd just go around and charge into the flank of the Prussian Lifeguards. Like, you might get killed by the Württemberg infantry, but yeah, losing two. The cavalry, the infantry is actually going for the general, which is not bad. 109 against 138. Yeah, these guys are definitely gonna lose. But how's it looking for the oh great. Yeah, no, it's not looking good. They're in melee, but these guys are losing even faster than the Grenadiers. Unless these guys quickly find a way to flank around. I would just, yeah, flank around. But no, these guys are ready. Napoleon's here. That's... Is he charging the general into Württemberg infantry? He is. And, yeah, Prussia's gonna win. General's routed. Napoleon has just charged in. But this unit looks very... Against cavalry, they might be able... No, never mind. Oh, wait, no! Finally, this unit is somewhat wavering, but so is the rest of France's... of the Allied army, but... Wow, that was... I have to say, it's good play on both sides. Prussia won because of these Lifeguards. I'm just gonna put it out there. Prussia won because of the Lifeguards, 275 range, and I thought they were at 200 range. My bad. That's stupid on my part. These guys have 200 range, and yeah, yikes. Well, that's a good game for everyone, and let's look at the stats. Yeah, like Lifeguards, the Prussian Lifeguards are one of the most overpowered unit in the game right now, and that's because literally the Lifeguards literally have breech-loading rifles, so they're gonna be shooting very fast, and not to mention the fact that they also are very good at melee. As a matter of fact, those were only 2 units. I wonder what would happen if you bring an entire army of lifeguards. But yes, for those that are wondering, yes, Scramble for the Far East also changed a lot of the images. I'm pretty sure this is against the Japanese army against the Qing in the First Sino-Japanese War, or I could be entirely wrong and they're going up against. Actually, no, it doesn't look like the Qing. Yeah, it looks like the Qing. But yes. Yep, Kubman sent in the replay, and let's go to unit statistics. Lifeguards getting 553 kills, no surprise at this point. Brunswick Infantry 226, not bad at all. Going down the list, yeah. Sunk Guards, 386 kills. These Guard Engineers are definitely not worth it for the price. Guard Engineers, Guard Grenadiers, these guys were definitely not worth it. Yeah, France could have actually done a lot of stuff against the British, but the British just looks like the Dutch were the main killers, essentially. But that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Now, before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I would be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.